Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Self Love Nutrition and I am Sanaya. I am here to teach you all things health, holistic healing with meal planning, gut health, and fresh fruit. So today I want to talk about womb food. Womb food is something that needs to be addressed. Nobody talks about this on any platforms, and I just want you to know that as a woman, this is for the women, this is for the men too who want to help their ladies out. If you want to show them this video, that's perfect as well. But you need to be eating for your womb. You need to be eating for that space. Nobody talks about this organ until there's fibroids, cysts, somebody can't have a baby, PCOS, and things like that is in occurrence of the woman. So make sure you all tune in, get some pens and pads, write these things down. I'm going to also give you a special tip at the end for a calendar of how you should be eating in order to heal your womb at home with no medication, just using food as medicine. Okay, so disclaimer, if this does not resonate with you, if you do not feel that you need to do this and you want to go to the doctor and have them prescribe you medications and remove your things with surgery and all these other things, do not follow along with this type of information. This information is for the high vibrational people only, people who align with this frequency only. And just do that. All right, so for starters, what is the womb? The womb is a compilation of organs that consist of the uterus, fallopian tube, ovaries, and vaginal canal. This is a system in the woman's body that is naturally ruled by the moon cycles. So, when I was younger, about a fifth grade, we had a field trip to the Fernbank Science Center, and they taught us all about our womb. They taught us about everything that has things about periods and just about the cycles as a woman. And nowadays, in today's society, the young women today don't really have that type of guidance and to know what is actually the purpose of their womb and what is their womb and what does the womb consist of. So here I have an anatomy of the womb, and this is perfect for also that you could teach the young women in your life. Send them to the young girls, the girls 18 or younger, the girls 15 and younger. Start them young so they can know what the purpose of the womb is, how to actually be a woman with their womb, and not just telling them that the womb is only, or the vagina or the private part is only up for sexual intercourse, because it's not. It's literally their intuition organ. So the anatomy of the womb is the best thing to teach them first so they can know how to be able to go ahead and know what everything consists of. So with the anatomy of the womb, you have the uterus at the top. The uterine fundus is usually when a woman gets pregnant. That's how the OBGYN or the facilitator, the practitioner, is able to measure the body of the baby from the fundus to the tip of their chest or whatever. Not the chest, but like the tip of their stomach area. You have the fallopian tubes, which the embryos come through the tube to hit that uterus in order to grow into that womb. The myometrium is the muscle. The endometrium is the inner lining of that muscle, which everybody usually has polyps and cysts and fibroids and just inflammation inside of their womb. If you don't know where these things are happening, this is where it's happening, and it can happen all over. And it's so many things that can happen inside of each part of the womb that you don't even know because you don't take care of your womb. The vagina is only the opening. The vagina is not the whole part. The cervix is the opening of where you get all of the extra toxic releasings and all of the extra things that need to come through and out of the female reproductive system. Now we're going to go to the purpose of the womb. So the purpose of the womb is, number one, to serve as your intuitive guide. Like I say, the gut is your first brain. However, the womb is the woman's first brain. We have the strongest intuition because we are feeling beings. We have the strongest intuition, but how can you trust your gut, or how can you trust your womb when your womb is compromised by suppressive substances that are to keep you at your lowest state? The womb is also a hormone regulator. So the hot flashes, the mood swings, all of those things that are supposed to be in tune with nature, supposed to be in tune with the life cycles of the moon and the sun, which is really just the moon. How are you going to be able to regulate your own hormones if you're trying to regulate your hormones with a pill, a depot shot, or an IUD? It's not possible. It's not possible. It is not possible. That's why you're bleeding 10 to 8 days. Excuse me, that's why you bleed 10 to 8 days. That's why you bleeding for 18 days straight, for 25 days straight. It's women out here literally not taking into account that they're bleeding for majority of the month like it's normal. That is not normal. You know what that is? That is toxins. The womb is a toxin releaser. You're only supposed to be bleeding 1 to 3 days. The first day is supposed to be spotting to let you know it's coming. The second day is supposed to be your heaviest flow. And I don't mean heavy like changing the pad every hour. I mean heavy as in like just a continuous flow, not meaning that it is super, super full, super, super, super red, super, super cloudy. No. Do you know what that is? That could be some of that fibroid passing through. You could pass through these things. You could pass through these cysts if you just let them dissolve naturally. You do not have to get them surgically removed, because if you start getting them surgically removed, that's what you're doing. Feeding it back with the foods and the makeup and the weaves, the hair dyes, and all the toxins that you ingest daily. You added all these toxins into your body when all them toxins are literally just coming from the air you breathe and the water you drink and the water you shower in. You adding on toxins. So all them toxins still has to be released. And lastly, the womb is a safe space to create life. You could create a business with your womb. You could create art with your womb, just based on how your womb is feeling. And let alone you could create a human, a star seed. You could create life, pure life. Like you will just the more healed your womb is, the more healed the child will come to be. So, the womb and the planet connection. The womb has an ultimate connection with the planet Earth. That's why a lot of people say to my Earths, which are the women, Earth is Mother Earth, Mother Earth is nature, Mother Nature is Gaia, and Gaia is Kai. So the womb and the planet have an everlasting feedback loop connection that prioritizes the love that is given to create balance on the land. The more in tune you are with your womb, the more healed the planet will become. It's the women who charge the planet, and it starts with the young ladies. They have to know their worth from the beginning. Going back to what I said, they have to know what their womb is doing for them. If their womb don't stay sacred based on what they eat, what they ingest, what they feed themselves, what you feed them, what you give them the intention to do, and just their pure knowing. And I really believe that the new generation ain't nothing like my generation or the generation before me. They're going to change lives. They're going to change the generations after them because they stand on big business. They stand on big business. They do not stand on that lower chakra stuff. Like they don't stand on the lower energy. They know what's good for them, and they know what's not, and they not going to literally put stuff below them that they know is going to keep them low, for real. Okay, so here's the holistic care for the womb. As adults, um, it's kind of hard now for the program individuals to always ingest fresh fruits and vegetables. As a woman myself, I ingest at least 2 plates of fresh fruit a day. And when I don't, my womb screams. Like my womb literally starts to ache. And that's another thing. Women are so comfortable and used to the pain that they endure with their womb space that they don't realize that that is not normal. So, fresh fruits and vegetables. Kids automatically eat fruit every day. You could put a plate of fruit and you could put a plate of chicken. What are they going to eat first? A plate of fruit. You could put a plate of fruit or you could put a plate of potatoes. They go eat the fruit first just because there's their psychological brain functions on fruit. Literally, it just does. It's our nature. So womb movement, ballet. I was a ballet dancer as a kid, and that has brought me to love my womb space as an adult. Ballet is one of the best things I say to put your daughter in, your niece in, your cousin in for femininity. Femininity to be able to create through that womb space, to be able to let that flow and that gracefulness come into their life as a woman. Positive womb affirmations. You want to speak over your womb like it's the highest thing possible. My womb is the highest vibration. My womb holds the highest frequency for me to create space, love, and healing. Like, you want to have those type of affirmations for you to be able to produce the womb of your dreams. And lastly, yoni steaming. Yoni steaming is one of the best things you can do to cleanse out those toxins after you have had your period. I do not recommend this for little girls because I haven't had any experience with it. But as an adult and fellow adults, I have noticed that it is best to really do it frequently, especially when you're off your period. Well, when you just got off your period, to just release all that extra blood, tissue, and toxins that are becoming old. So how do you know when your womb is unhealthy? First off, your period is longer than 3 days. I just explained that. You have constant fibroids. You have ovarian cysts. You have constant miscarriages. You have pain in your womb space on a daily. You have irregular patterns of your periods. Your period starts when you're 12 years or younger, and when the womb is sedated on birth control. Birth control. You are your own birth control. You are your own birth control. You are your own birth control. That's all I'm going to say. So, what are the habits and enjoyments that harm the womb? Bread. Number one, bread, and more bread. The bread today is not the bread that it was 50 years ago. A lot of the women that I have encountered with my business and my counseling, my coaching, a lot of them don't have wombs anymore. They have half of their womb from partial hysterectomies, or they have full hysterectomies, and they're totally out of whack. They're like out of whack. I mean, they can't think. They really can't think. Like, they don't know why they do some things. They don't know how to do some things. Like, it's something that cannot be explained, because that is how their generation was taken up from them. And most of them is after they have had children, but that was the main thing for the oppressors to do in order for them to gain their power. So, bread, makeup, acrylic nails, which is a harmful thing for a lot of people. They just don't know that the more chemicals you put onto your nails, the more fibroids you're gonna get on in your womb space. And I mean, it's a weekly routine for my people. They got to get their nails done. They got to spend $200 for their nails. They got to get $400 wigs to get the install with the glue and everything else that's harming their womb even more. That is what's causing these miscarriages. The perfume you putting on your carotid artery, the perfume you putting on your wrist. That's another artery that raises up through your arm, through your shoulders to your neck. So you putting your perfume on your arms, on your wrist, then you rub it on your neck, which is causing suffocation of the blood circulation and causing more fibroids. It's on your womb. The hair dye. We dye our hair. I don't dye my hair no more, but because I know this information. But no, that is what causes that harm. The crackers, everything that is not homemade. If you home make your bread, home make your pasta and your crackers, then go for it. But all that processed food, don't do that. Don't do that. It's so many ingredients inside of those foods that you should look out for, so you won't be able to have these problems happening to you. Healing the womb. Just like healing any other organ, healing starts from within. First, make the decision to put yourself first and choose ease over pain, because it is very painful to live in this state. You just go to the doctor said I'm gonna have surgery. Okay, what you gonna do about it? I'm just gonna let them do the surgery, and then you go complain about the medical bill that they send to your house every 5 weeks. Okay, but what can you do to prevent this from happening and then not let it happen again? Or you want that same lifestyle that you're living that's causing you to have fibroids. You go out 2 to 3 times a week and have alcohol and sugar and lamb chops and potatoes stuffed with butter. Like, no. After the decision is made, eliminate the habits and products in your environment that will harm your healing journey. Every single day, incorporate 2 full plates of fresh fruit, either as a meal or a snack. The importance of hip opening movement routines. So, hip opening movement routines such as ballet, Pilates, bar, things in that nature, you want to include inside of your regimen at least 2 to 3 times a week. This is vital practice for womb healing. This helps women release the trauma that is stored in the hips. Opening the hips and increasing the range of motion allows the emotions to flow out and engage in strength. It reduces back and hip pain while strengthening the pelvic floor. Also, it keeps the core strong and increases circulation in the womb. So, like I said, the wombs of the young ladies. The wombs of the young ladies, this message is really for the young ladies because the young ladies are the ones who are going to take charge. And you're going to beat the fibroids and the cysts before it even gets to them. You're going to be able to change their lifestyle, change their eating based on what they already love. Let them engage in that food first before you even just try to change their whole entire taste palette. So you want to save these wombs. Save the wombs of the young ladies. I can't save the wombs of the people who already got them snatched out, oppressed, suppressed. They got so many hormonal issues already. I don't want to do that. No, because they don't listen. They don't have the intuition to do what they need to do in order to change already. That's not my mission anymore. My mission is to save the ones who are already saved just by being in their generation that they are in, but who have the ability to listen and the ability to react and the ability to just be who they are truly meant to be on this time, the greatest time to be alive. Holistic nutrition for the womb space. So this is the end I really want you all to pay attention to in order to be able to heal your womb from home with just the foods that you eat. So everybody knows that we have a 28-day cycle just like the moon. 4 weeks is 28 days. For results, for the best results, you want to eat 3 out of those 4 weeks, which is 21 days, plant, fruit-based, dairy, and soy-free. No bread, no pasta, or no crackers. Emphasis on dairy and soy-free, okay? Because that dairy and that soy is what is harming you to the T, okay? So, for results, again, out of those 7 days, 6 out of 7 days, you want uncooked fruits and vegetables, meaning salads, wraps, tons of fresh fruit. Get full off fruit. Just get full off fruit. Add a salad in there. Add a wrap in there. Add if you want something cooked in there, add some quinoa in your salad. Add some quinoa in your wrap. Add some sauteed vegetables, some mushrooms in your wrap. Something like that. But don't make it so heavy and greasy. Don't do that because you're going to harm yourself. So I created a calendar of what this will look like. So you want to screenshot this calendar and make sure that you have 6 out of the 7 days to be fully free of meat, dairy, and soy, crackers, and bread. Okay, so 6 out of the 7 days you want to have fruit. So the days you have, okay, so say Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, you see all those days are just full fruit, because I know Saturday and Fridays are the days that people go out and they feel like they just need to go out with their friends and have whatever they have on the menu, and it's not going to cause them harm or danger, which is a complete lie. And you should be able to have self-control of yourself and not be peer pressure into doing something because your womb is worth more than that one night. All right. So you will eat Friday. I know Friday is a very comfort day. People like to go eat out. They don't want to cook. They just getting off of work and they have a good meal, go home, chill out. So go get you a good comforting rice bowl. Go get you a good comforting quinoa bowl, kava, chipotle. What's some other places? Just no meat and no dairy. Just make sure there's no meat and no dairy in these bowls. Sweet greens, chopped. It's a lot of places out here that does these type of healing mechanisms through food, and a lot of people don't know about it because they don't even go search for it. Saturday is your free day. With Saturdays being a free day, don't go eat McDonald's. Don't go eat Pizza Hut. If you want healing, minimize the food that you eat. Minimize the grease, minimize the bread, minimize the crackers, minimize the things that you know are going to cause harm. And once you get on this type of regimen, you're going to realize what's good for you and what's not. You going to brunch with your friends? Don't get grits. Don't get grits. Don't get shrimp and grits. Oh, you're going to be in pain. Because by the time Monday hit, you're going to have released all those shrimp and grits from all that food and all them vegetables and all that fiber that your stomach is going to be in shambles. Like, it's going to hurt so bad because corn is indigestible. So eating all of that corn grits is not going to be best for you. Go to brunch, eat French toast drenched in sugar syrup with eggs on it. No, you cannot do that on this lifestyle. And that's why people who eat that on a daily don't have a healed wound. It's time to heal yourself. And if you have a daughter, cousin, or niece or anything like that who wants to live on this lifestyle, or you see that their lifestyle is already on this type of path and you just want to keep it going, let them be like that. Why? Because they're naturally going with the flow of life in this time, and you cannot diminish that. You cannot you cannot because they are going to be the ones. They are the ones. Like I said, this lecture was really for them. Like, it's for them. It's for y'all to be accountable for them. Be accountable for the womb. It's really simple, but the womb is the ultimate creator. You have to eat like it. You have to treat it like it. All right, and with that being said, this is the first lecture of May, and I will be posting more lectures more frequently because I feel like teaching needs to be happening more so than just showing y'all what I'm eating, because where are we going to go without education? Continuous education is always the key. And yeah, if you have any questions, leave it down in the comments below. Please like, share, and subscribe. Let some people know what this lecture is about. Share it with your friends, family. Share with as many people as you know. And if you want any more detailed meal planning or detailed consulting or coaching, just visit www.cellflove.life. Click higher and click what's going on with your body. Click what's going on with your body. Insert in the paragraph what's going on with your body, and I will be able to give you a free 30-minute call, discovery calls, to show you and to let you know what all you need to entail inside of your self-love nutrition manual. All right. So if you all have a great day, make sure, like I said, like, comment, and subscribe, and just heal yourselves, y'all. Heal yourselves through food. All right. Have a good one.